Hi everyone, today I want to talk to you about something that quietly shapes our entire lives, time. We often take it for granted, thinking we'll always have more of it, but the truth is, time is the one thing we can never get back once it's gone. How we use it, how we value it, decides the kind of life we build, the dreams we achieve, and the person we become. In this talk, I'm going to share with you the key lessons I've learned about why time is so precious and how using it with intention, discipline, and awareness can truly transform your future. You know, people often say time is money, but let me tell you something deeper. Time is more than money. You can always make more money. You can rebuild, restart, reinvent. But time, once it's gone for good. There's no refund, no rewind, no second take. And that makes time the most valuable resource we have. In my life and career, I've come to realize that every minute I spend, whether it's on a film set, with family, or even in quiet self-reflection, is a choice. And that choice adds up. 1 hour becomes a day, a week, a year, a life. That's why I don't take time for granted anymore. I used to think I had forever, but none of us do. Every second we waste is a second we could have used to grow, to love, to create, to learn. And I'm not saying every moment has to be about productivity. No, I'm saying every moment should have purpose, even your rest, even your fun. Let it be intentional, let it be meaningful. Too many people live like they have unlimited time. They keep their dreams on the back burner. They stay in toxic situations. They scroll endlessly. And one day, they wake up wondering where it all went. Don't be that person. Respect your time like you respect your future. So ask yourself, are you spending your time or are you investing it? Are you letting life pass you by or are you actively shaping it? Because time is the currency of your destiny. Spend it wisely and always remember, you can't get it back. So make it count. You know, one thing I've come to believe with all my heart is this. Your future isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you're building every single second, brick by brick, choice by choice, and every second, that's a building block. Whether you're aware of it or not, you're constructing the life you'll live tomorrow, today. People often think that big moments are what define success. That one break through audition, that one promotion, that one lucky break. But here's the truth. It's the little seconds that create the big moments. It's the time you spend preparing when no one's watching. It's the extra 10 minutes you give to your craft. It's choosing to stay focused when distractions come knocking. That's what builds your future. When I started in the industry, there were so many times I felt like what I was doing didn't matter in the big picture. But I kept showing up. I kept using each moment to improve, to learn, to grow. And now when people look at the highlights of my career, I smile, because I know those highlights were built in the quiet seconds of discipline and determination. So don't underestimate a single moment, that hour you spend reading, that time you take to journal, that decision to say no to drama. They're all laying the foundation of your tomorrow. You don't build a castle in a day. You build it one stone at a time. You are the architect of your life, and time is your material. Use it wisely, use it intentionally, and build something extraordinary, because your future isn't waiting. It's being built right now. Let's talk about something we're all guilty of at some point: procrastination. That sneaky little voice that says, you can do it tomorrow. But here's the hard truth I've learned. Procrastination is the enemy of progress. It's not harmless, it's not just taking a break. It's resistance in disguise, and it robs you of your momentum, your confidence, and your dreams. There were moments in my journey when I told myself, you've got time, Priyanka. You can start prepping next week. You can say yes later. But what I didn't realize was that every time I delayed, I was losing something more valuable than just a day. I was losing my edge. See, progress doesn't always come in big, dramatic leaps. It comes in consistent, committed effort, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it, that's when it matters most, because those little decisions to wait, to postpone, to scroll instead of show up, they compound, and suddenly you're stuck in the same place wondering why things aren't moving. We wait for perfect timing, we wait for motivation, but progress doesn't wait, opportunities don't wait, life doesn't wait. You either act now or you let the moment pass, so the next time you feel like putting something off, pause. Ask yourself, what future am I delaying by choosing comfort today? Remind yourself that done is better than perfect, and starting is more powerful than sitting in fear. Discipline is your best friend. Procrastination is not. One will build your dreams, the other will bury them. Make the choice. Take the step. Start now, because your progress is waiting. Don't let procrastination get there first. One of the most powerful lessons I've learned, through career highs, personal lows, and everything in between, is this: your time flows where your priorities go. Every day, whether you realize it or not, you are choosing what matters most to you by how you spend your time. And that's why your priorities, they have to be intentional. They have to be aligned with the life you actually want to build. We all have the same 24 hours, right? But why do some people seem to create magic in those hours while others feel constantly behind? The difference isn't time, it's clarity. Clarity about what really matters. When you know what your priorities are, you stop wasting time on things that are just noise. For me, there was a phase when I was doing everything, saying yes to every opportunity, trying to please everyone and chasing approval. But I wasn't moving forward, I was just busy. Then I realized being busy isn't the same as being productive. I had to sit with myself and ask, what actually matters to you, Priyanka? And the answer changed everything. Now I guard my time like I guard my peace. I pour into what brings me joy, purpose, and growth, whether it's a film project, my family, or just rest. Because when your priorities are right, your time becomes powerful. So here's my advice. Don't let the world set your priorities. Don't let trends or pressure or fear decide for you. You decide. Define what matters. Then build your day, your time, and your life around that. Because at the end of the day, your time tells the truth about your values. Choose them wisely. Live them boldly. You know, we live in a world that's constantly pushing us to do more, achieve faster, and show results instantly. But let me tell you something from my heart. The most meaningful investment you'll ever make is the time you spend on your own growth. And that time, it's never wasted. I've had seasons in my life when I wasn't working on a movie, wasn't walking red carpets, wasn't in the spotlight. And in those quiet spaces, I did the inner work. I read books that challenged me. I went to therapy. I learned new skills. I reflected on my values, my goals, my boundaries. And you know what? That inner work changed everything. We often think growth means hustle, but true growth, the kind that transforms you, takes place in silence, in stillness, and in effort no one else sees. It's in those moments when you choose to show up for yourself, when you decide to be just 1% better than yesterday. That's when your future starts to shift. People may not see the hours you spend journaling, meditating, learning, or healing. But you'll feel it. You'll show up with more clarity. You'll make better choices. You'll attract opportunities that align with who you truly are. So if you're taking time to work on yourself, don't let anyone make you feel like you're falling behind. You're not. You're preparing for the next level of your life, and that is time powerfully spent. Remember, the strongest foundations are built beneath the surface. That's what self-growth is: quiet, deep, unshakable. So grow, evolve, learn, heal, love yourself through it all. Because when you grow, everything around you will eventually rise to meet you. Let's talk about something real: social media. It's powerful, it's entertaining, and yes, it's a part of our lives. But if we're not careful, it can quietly become a trap that steals our time, our focus, and even our self-worth. I'm not here to tell you to delete your apps or disconnect completely. Social media has allowed me to connect with people across the globe, to share my voice, and to celebrate others, but I've also seen how easy it is to get lost in it. One scroll turns into 10 minutes. 10 minutes turns into an hour, and suddenly we're comparing our behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. What we need is awareness. Be mindful of how much time you're giving away to a screen and what you're getting back from it. Are you inspired, educated, empowered, or are you left drained, distracted, and disconnected from your real goals? There was a point in my life when I'd find myself scrolling late at night, feeling anxious and not even realizing why. Then I started tracking my screen time, and I was shocked. That's when I set boundaries, time limits, unfollowed accounts that didn't serve me, and most importantly, I made space for real life. Put your phone down and pick up your life. Spend time creating instead of consuming. Talk to people, go for a walk, sit with your thoughts, protect your energy, because your time and attention are sacred. And social media doesn't deserve all of it. So yes, stay connected, but don't get trapped. Use it. Don't let it use you. Remember, what you feed your mind shapes your reality. Choose wisely, live consciously. You know, when people ask me the secret to success, they expect some big revelation, some magic formula. But here's the truth, plain and simple. Success comes from disciplined, intentional use of time. That's it. It's not about being lucky or being perfect. It's about showing up consistently with purpose. Discipline is not restrictive, it's empowering. It means choosing what you want most over what you want now. It's waking up early to train, rehearse, or write, even when you'd rather sleep in. It's saying no to distractions, even when they're tempting. Because deep down, you know your time is your greatest asset. There's nothing glamorous about the grind behind the scenes. No cameras, no applause, just you and your goals, but those quiet, disciplined hours. That's where success is born. Every major moment in my career, from winning Miss World to producing films, was backed by years of showing up again and again, even when the results didn't show right away. But it's not just about being busy. It's about being intentional. You can fill your calendar and still feel unfulfilled if your time isn't aligned with your vision. So be clear, know your why. Structure your day in a way that serves your purpose, not just your to-do list. You don't need to do everything. You just need to do the right things with focus and consistency, because your success doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of how you spend each moment, especially when no one's watching. So set the goal, make the plan, stick to the routine, and stay committed, even when it's hard. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. Use your time like it matters, because it does. If you truly love your dreams, if you really believe in that vision you hold for your life, then you need to understand one thing. Your time is the fuel that powers those dreams. And that means you have to respect your time with the same passion, the same discipline, and the same seriousness that you give to your goals. Think about it. Would you let someone disrespect your biggest dream? Would you sit back and watch it slip away without fighting for it? Of course not. Then why allow your time, which is the very foundation of making that dream come true, to be wasted so casually? I've learned this the hard way. There were moments when I said yes to things that didn't serve me, spent hours on things that weren't aligned with my purpose, and I felt it. I felt that drain, that distance from what I actually wanted. That's when I made a choice. If I want big things, I have to treat my time like it's gold. Every hour you spend should take you a step closer to your vision, or at the very least, nurture your well-being so you have the energy to keep going. Rest is valuable, joy is valuable, but everything should be intentional, because time isn't just passing, it's building or breaking. You choose, so set boundaries, protect your energy, don't apologize for prioritizing what matters. Be proud of using your time to become the person you dream of being, because here's the truth, your dreams aren't just about wishing, they're about working, and time is your tool, so respect it, honor it. Guard it fiercely, because if you're serious about your dream, you must be serious about your time.